Well, today's nasty weather serves as a reminder that hurricane season is not far off.
News Channel 5's John Shainman is live in St. Lucie County, where he spoke with the sheriff about getting people on and off barrier islands. John?
Kelly and Michael, St. Lucie County does things a little bit differently than Indian River and Martin counties. Residents will need green or orange placards to get back on to the barrier island after a storm passes. But the challenge is to make sure that they get off safely as a storm approaches. Michael Samuels lives on board the Gayla Dawn on Nettles Island. The docks of this waterfront neighborhood took some lumps from Hurricane Irma, but Samuels helped the community prepare.
We took all boats out of here, and there was no single boat left.
While Samuels stayed put during Matthew in 2016, he left for Irma.
I don't recommend anybody staying if they're going to call a first responder to come and get them. These people have families and children.
The sheriff's office began a new program with St. Lucie Fire Rescue last year, allowing paramedics inside these MRAPs to make emergency calls during hurricanes.
But the wise thing to do is evacuate when we tell you to.
By law, deputies can't force residents out of their homes, but the sheriff hopes people don't downplay the really close calls from the last 2 years.
Sometimes people take those close calls as, oh, well, you know, they told us to evacuate, but really we didn't have to, and it wasn't as bad as they predicted. But the truth is, when we order the mandatory evacuation, we anticipate great danger coming to our residents, and we would like to see them evacuate.
The sheriff says the reentry program to the barrier island will remain in place for 2018.
They don't need to get a green one. If they have an orange one, it's going to be fine this season.
Now, those placards can be picked up at 3 or 4 locations, actually, both tax collectors' offices, the St. Lucie County West Courthouse, as well as the sheriff's office. Now, as for Indian River and Martin counties, again, they do things a little bit differently. In Indian River County, access to the barrier island depends on the amount of damage. After Irma, they did let everyone back in, where after Francis and Jean, it took several days. And in Martin County, also a similar story there. The rule of thumb, the sheriff's office will determine when it is safe to go back onto the barrier islands, and then they will let everyone have access again. We're live tonight in St. Lucie County. John Shainman, WPTV, News Channel 5.